All right, what's up, Velocity Lion Share family? I hope everybody is having a great evening. I want to welcome you here tonight to a special Velocity overview call. Going to be sharing you tonight what all the excitement is about. I mean, as you can see, we have a jam-packed call here tonight and more people are coming in. So if you see me continually looking to the right, that's because I'm allowing people into the room. But excited to be here to be able to share this with you. Now, before I even get into it, I want to let everybody know, I mean, we literally just launched Velocity yesterday. So 7-Eleven, barely 7-Eleven, we made it just in the amount of time. And I know for some of you who were in that, who were waiting. Some of you had to stay up late for even a couple of days, but I'm excited to say we did have a very successful launch. The system is working perfectly, which I'm excited about. I mean, considering anytime you have a launch, especially in the smart contract area, there's challenges that arise. So let me just kind of give you the agenda to tonight, what we're going to do as people are jumping on here. First of all, I'm going to give you an overview. So if you're brand new, just getting invited here for the very first time, you're going to learn what all this excitement about Velocity is about. And then at the end, if y'all want to stick around for a little bit, I'm going to be showing you some of the back office. I'm going to be going through some of the things in the back office that you can look at. I tried to set up an account right before we got on here. I don't know if it's going to work. And I know that's strange that I don't even have a test account, but I've been so crazy. I haven't had a chance to set up my own test account to show you guys. So I'm going to attempt to log in and show, I'm going to be able to show you some stuff either way, but I'm going to attempt to do that as well. So stick around for that. So without further ado, so I don't keep you guys on here all night or all morning, depending on where you're at in the world, we're going to go ahead and get this thing rocking and rolling. I'm going to share my screen with you here, and I'm going to ask for just a little bit of participation. I want to make sure that you guys can actually see what I'm doing here. So can everybody right now see my screen? If you can give me a number 1 in the chat, that will help me out. Let me do this. Okay, I got it where people can't actually write on my screen. All right, awesome. Thank you all so much. So everybody can see what's up. So again, if you see me looking around and clicking around, I'm just allowing people into the room because people are still filling in here. So as you can see, a lot of excitement and momentum going on. So I want to welcome you here today to the Velocity Smart Contract. Lion Share is the company behind Velocity. We consider ourselves the absolute king of smart contracts. I say the kings and queens because we have some amazing queens here as well that have helped us, get on the map and get us to where we're at. So excited to be here to share this with you. Now, I want to tell you just a little bit about our history so you have an understanding. This is not something that just popped up yesterday and we're just getting started with. This is something that has been in the works for a very long time. Our first contract was launched almost to the date, actually July 14th of 2020. I checked that today because I was kind of interested to see how close that timing was. July 14th of 2020, we launched our very first Ethereum contract, and we blew that thing up very quickly. And then about 6 months later, we launched our Tron contract because Ethereum, the gas prices went crazy. Both contracts are still there, still viable, still working, and you can definitely check those out. But tonight, we're going to be introducing the latest addition to the Lion Share family, which is called Velocity. But before we get into that, I want to let you know, over the last year, we paid out over $115 million to our affiliates. That is an exciting thing. And I want you to think about that. I mean, in the midst of COVID in 2020 into 2021, people being laid off, people losing their lives, losing their families, we were able to pay out that type of money, and it just helped so many people. So it was exciting to be part of that. And through that process, we created this amazing family and this amazing community that I'm hoping you'll be part of if you're visiting for the first time. And if you're brand new, I want to welcome you to this family. I call it a family all the time, and I know I get made fun of, but I really think we've created an awesome family and community here inside of Lion Share. And with this new Velocity contract, we've attracted even more people. As you can see here, I'm not going to read everything. We have over 200,000 people that have come through this contract, which is awesome. And even more today, right? We've got a bunch of new people that just joined today and a lot more coming in. The good news, if you're on here today, you're literally one of the very first people in the world to hear about this new Velocity contract. So let's get into this and get started and share with you what this is all about. Why is there so much excitement? Why are there so many things going on? And for those of you who might just be looking from the outside saying, hey, I really wanted to see if this is happening. We even have Lion Share members that have been here for the last year that are back on this call, checking this out for the first time, saying, what's going on here? I can see the buzz. Guaranteed, if you're in this industry whatsoever, you are starting to see this out there with the leaders because we've attracted some of the best people in the industry that are backing this and are excited about this. And there's a lot of reasons why. So I always say 200,000 people can't be wrong. And I truly mean that. But velocity. So, what is velocity? Well, it's obviously the speed in which something moves. And the contract that we're going to be talking about here today is something that's going to move very quickly. And what that does is it gives you the opportunity to participate in this space and be able to earn some income, which is what it's all about, right? It just happens to have some really cool features and some stuff that you've never seen before. And we're going to talk about that right now. So, let's talk about what makes this thing work and what components of it really, that have attracted so many people. I guess that's the best way to say it. Number one, our technology. And we're going to look at some of that tonight, but I will tell you, we have some brand new people that have come into this contract that have been part of many different companies. And they've told me, hey, James, this is unbelievable. Your back office is unbelievable. Your technology is unbelievable. You see, we've done something in the smart contract industry that nobody else has. And I'll tell you about some of those things here in a little bit. But, I concentrate on our technology because the beauty of a smart contract is you take the human element out of it. You see, I say this all the time. What I like about smart contracts is I can't mess it up. And I truly mean that. With a smart contract, you never have to worry about some of those things that happen in other businesses. And we'll go over those here in just a little bit. All right. Now, we have an inventive affiliate plan. And, anytime you hear that, you're like, it's probably the same exact thing. What you're going to see here tonight is definitely not something that you've seen before. It's something that is not only just brand new to smart contract technology, but it's brand new to the industry, and it is setting this thing on fire. And if you can wrap your head around the math behind this, you are going to be completely shocked what it's going to be able to do for you and your family. Now, the other thing that makes Velocity so attractive is it does have a passive component to it where people can come in, because here's the deal. Some of you may not be, big recruiters or big salespeople. Maybe you're just getting started in this industry, or maybe you're just looking for a way to grow your cryptocurrency. You can do that inside of this Lion Share contract. And the best thing about it with Velocity, we have the backing of an actual registered hedge fund. Okay. And we'll talk more about that as we get into this. Also, with a smart contract, especially on the Tron network, this is completely anonymous. We only deal in wallet IDs. Okay. So we have no idea who people are. We don't take your name. We don't take your email address. It is all based on your Tron wallet, just so you know. So all those things are important. So let me give you the breakdown of how these things work once you get started with us. As people come into our contract is split into a few different ways. So if someone was to come in and purchase one of our packages, 55% of that package is going to go into what we call trading, right? Our Tron Growth Fund, whatever you would like to call it, the active trading side of it that is fully backed by a legitimate hedge fund. 40% of it is going to go into our rewards plan. That's what actually pays our members, right? And then 5% of it goes to transaction fees. So all the development of the system, our customer support, which, by the way, if you look out there today, not very many smart contracts that I know of, in fact, that many, have actual customer support. We have a support team that works around the clock directly through Telegram, where you can chat back and forth with them. They are bilingual, and they are the best of the best, in my opinion. So that is how the breakdown goes. So let's get into this, and let's talk about the trading side of it. Okay. There is a passive side to this that is fully backed by a registered hedge fund. And when I'm talking about a registered hedge fund, I'm talking about a hedge fund that is actually registered in Cyprus. It's registered in BVI, and it's even registered with the SEC in the United States. Now, the reason why I tell you that is because there are so many things that are going on in this industry. And I bet if I took a poll here tonight and say, hey, how many of you have joined a company in the last year? Or how many of you have been introduced to a company in the last year that promised you 1%, 2%, 5% a day, whatever that nonsense is, that just eventually went out of business? We see it constantly, and we see people falling for the same stuff over and over. Well, I'm going to go on and cut it short. So just in case you want to jump off here, that's not what you're learning about here today. Okay. Those things are out there. If you want to go find those, they're out there. What we're going to be talking about is actual real market volatility, ups, downs, sideways, all the things that come into when you are actually managing money and actually trading out there. Now, I'm not doing it, obviously, but the hedge fund is. So you're never going to hear us say, hey, this is going to guarantee you X% a day. That does not happen in the real world. It's never going to happen. You've never seen a company last who has done that, and you never will, because it is not real. As soon as the momentum dies in that company and the people stop coming in, guess what? It disappears. And that's what you're going to see with any company that offers anything like that. So I know I probably made some people mad with that, and I apologize, but I shoot it as it is. And that's truly how it is. So here's how this thing works. All right. Someone comes in, they purchase a package. 55% of that package is going to go into our Tron growth trading account, where you're going to have the opportunity to get paid every single Thursday after your onboarding period. So if you were to start today, there's a 14-day onboarding period. And after that 14 days, the very next Thursday, you're going to receive your first payment. Okay. Every single Thursday after that, this is going to hit your account, and it's going to go directly into the smart contract. Okay. Now, when it goes into the smart contract, you have the ability to withdraw it instantly. Now, you can also leave it on the smart contract. It's going to stay in Tron. It's not going to fluctuate except for with the price of Tron. But just know it is there for you to take any time you want, which is super cool, right? So let's continue here. Now, I talked a little bit about this, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this slide, but I do want to warn you and just remind you what is real and what's not real. What is real in when it comes to working with investments or any type of hedge fund or anything like that, as far as that type of company, market fluctuation is real, right? No guarantees. That's real. A limited amount of funds, meaning that we can't bring in $1 trillion. That's not going to work. There's a limited amount of time for people to be able to participate in this. In addition to that, there's complete transparency through our smart contract technology. You see every single transaction that happens, not only internally, but externally as well. So it is absolutely awesome from that perspective. Now, what's not real? We've already talked about it, right? The guaranteed rates of the returns, 1% a day, 2% a day, 5% a day, whatever they want to tell you to get you to put your money in to eventually be gone. Those things are not real. And I tell you that not to make people mad, but just for you to be aware. I have no problem with the people that work those type of businesses. I'm just simply telling you, if you're looking for something like that, we are not it. Okay. So let's talk about how this works. Every Thursday, as I said, you're going to receive what we call your growth bonus after your 14-day onboarding period. Now, when that growth bonus is paid, let's just say 100 Tron is paid into a growth bonus, 95 of that is going to go directly to you. 5 of those would go directly to your sponsor. So another way to say that is we have a matching bonus, which means anytime anyone that you personally refer receives a growth bonus, you're going to get a matching growth bonus of 5%. So think about that. If you have a lot of people out here who are earning passively through this opportunity, you have a chance to earn with them as well, which is super cool, right? It's not a massive piece, but it's definitely a piece, and it can add up. So if you hear me clicking, I'm sorry, there's a ton of people that are still coming into the room, which is absolutely awesome. So I'm just allowing them in. So let's continue here. Oh, sorry. And let's get to the Velocity Rewards platform. Now, before I get all the way into this, I want to remind you of something, okay? I have to throw out a couple disclaimers when it comes to this type of thing. Number one, just talking about the hedge funds, all that stuff, past results do not equal future results. There's no guarantees whatsoever, as you probably know. When it comes to the reward side of things, it's what you put into it. There's still opportunities for you to earn, regardless of whether you want to work the business full-time, part-time, no time. I believe that Velocity is a place that truly everybody can win. So what do I mean by that? Well, number one, if you're a massive leader, you're about to be shocked with the compensation plan that you see and the potential that you can earn. If you're just a medium leader or just getting started in this business, trying to get your feet wet, you're going to be shocked at what you can do with this as well, because it is a platform that you can truly share with anyone without having to look over your shoulder wondering, hey, are they going to get hurt? Now, there's also a third component of this. There's people that don't want to refer anyone whatsoever, the passive side of it, and they have a chance to win as well. That's why I say everybody absolutely can win inside of this platform. Now, let's talk about the smart contract difference, okay? Number one, 40% of every package is going to go into the smart contract for the compensation plan, the rewards plan, whatever you would like to call it. All commissions inside of our Velocity contract are paid peer-to-peer except for one, and I'm going to break that down for you, right? And obviously the growth bonus is not a peer-to-peer. That comes from the hedge fund. In addition, payments are instantly and directly. If I ask you a question, I said, how many times have you been sitting there before saying, hey, I wonder if the company's going to pay today. I wonder if they're going to pay this week, this month, and then eventually it doesn't happen. Now, there's a lot of good people out there. There's a lot of good companies that go down. So I would never badmouth anyone like that. But what I can tell you is what I said in the very beginning. What I like about smart contracts is you never have to worry about that. There's no human interaction. This contract, even if our website went down tomorrow or I went away, this contract stays here forever, right? It's important for you to understand that. As long as there is a Tron blockchain, there's an opportunity for you to be able to work the velocity contract. And that's super important for you to understand. If you're sitting there wondering, how long can this last? Well, as long as there's a blockchain, it can absolutely last. Okay. The last thing is obviously the transparency. So let's get into this. Pay close attention. Some of this is going to be really easy. Some of it's going to be new to you. Even if you're an existing leader in this industry, you need to pay close attention to this. All right. The first one's very simple. We pay a 5% direct sales bonus on anyone that you refer on any package, no qualification. So if you come in at our lowest package, you have someone that comes in that you personally refer that comes in at the highest package, you're still going to receive that commission. Okay. There's no qualifications for the direct sales bonus. Now, the other bonuses there are, but for this bonus, there's no requirements whatsoever. You don't have to own the package in which you sell to someone else to be able to earn, which is really, really awesome. I mean, people love that, right? So let's get to the second part, which, by the way, that is 5% on the first part. The second part here is called our 2x2 matrix. Now, 10% of every sale is going to go into the 2x2 matrix. And I'm going to break this down for you. I know most of you have probably seen this at one time or another, but I'm going to do my best to break this down for you very quickly where you can understand it. Okay, so give me 1 second here. All right, so here we go. If you're looking here at the screen, you can see that this says this is you, and then there's 2 spots directly underneath you, and then 4 spots directly underneath them, right? So you, 2, then 4. This is called a 2x2. And then your sponsor is up here. When you go out there and you start making sales, the first 2 sales that you bring in are going to be paid upline. Now, by upline, we don't necessarily mean your sponsor. We mean that who is ever at the top of your matrix, which may or may not be your sponsor. Most of the time it will be, but not all of the time. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Now, cell number 3, cell number 4, and cell number 5 are going to go instantly and directly to you. So these 3 cells right here, as soon as they come in, they go instantly to your Tron wallet. You can withdraw them. You can do whatever you would like with that money. The 6th cell is going to go directly to your sponsor, right? And it's going to create a brand new matrix that you get to do this again. Now, I want you to think of this, okay? We have 16 different packages. You can own one of them, or you can own all 16 of them. And all 16 of our packages all have a 2x2 matrix that allows you to cycle as many times as you want. So every single time there is a sale that comes into this velocity contract, 10% of it goes into the 2x2 matrix, which allows you to continue to perpetually cycle and work with others. It is an amazing plan. It moves very, very fast, hence the name Velocity. Now, what we have done and what I'm about to show you is something that you have literally never seen before in this industry, and it's called the Velocity Hybrid Unilevel. I know most of you are probably familiar with a unilevel, and probably most of you are familiar with a matrix. And if you are, you probably know it works like this, right? Oftentimes what happens is a matrix will stall, right? At some point it will stall because most matrices, they don't pay out until the very end. So you have to bring in 6 cells and then it eventually pays out. Well, with ours, it pays out every single cell. That's number 1. But if you look at a unilevel, what usually happens with a unilevel, if you're a big leader, eventually your depth gets so deep that guess what? You're not getting paid on the people that you're helping, which it becomes that way that you eventually move to another company. How many times you've seen that where a leader has actually come in, they've done all they can do inside of a specific comp plan, and they move to another company. Our goal inside of Velocity was to fix that. We wanted to create a way that you could grow your business as wide as you want, meaning that you could personally refer as many people as you want and build that way, but you could also build depth. And what I'm about to show you is going to shock you if you understand it. And I'm going to be straight with you, okay? I have another video that I'm going to be releasing tomorrow that is going to draw this out for you even better. I have one out there, but the numbers aren't 100% accurate. So I have another one that's going to be coming out tomorrow that will break this down for you in a way that you can truly understand it. That's going to be better than I can do for you tonight. But I want you to try your best to stick with me because this is a powerful, powerful comp plan if you can wrap your head around it. Okay, so here's the deal. 20% of every single cell is going to go into this hybrid unilevel. And what you don't know is this. When you look at a matrix of a company, every single matrix inside of a company, a smart contract, whatever you would like to call it, they are all connected. The very top one is connected to every single other matrix. Now, also in a matrix company, every single person owns their own matrix, even though they are all connected, okay? Now, that's going to be important here in a second. You'll understand why. But I want you to imagine for just a second, you have 16 different packages that you can purchase. Okay. Even if you just, let's just say you only purchase the first one, which is 1,000 Tron. Okay. You purchase 1,000 Tron, that's like 60 US dollars. You have the opportunity every single time you cycle on that package to open up 2,046 more potential ways that you can get paid. What if you just cycled 10 times? That's 20,460 new times that you could get paid as people come into your organization. Now, it's not going to make total sense yet, but I'm going to do my best to break it down for you right now. Okay. So let's get into this. The method behind the madness, as they say. All right. I've got so many screens here open. Let me close a few of these. Okay. All right. So here we go. What you're looking at here is basically just like one line. So just like one line of a 2x2 matrix. So think about it this way. Okay. You've got this number 7, this number 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way down. Every single one of these people have their own 2x2 matrix. So let's pretend for a second that you are number 7 right here. You are at the very top. Now, as you can see, it's not showing your 2x2 matrix, but you do have your own 2x2 matrix. Okay. So does number 6, number 5, number 4. We're showing one little line. So remember, I said there's 2,046 opportunities every single time you cycle to get paid. As you can see, I'm showing a very small sliver of that to help you understand that. So here you are at the top. You are number 7. I want you to imagine for a second that you started building your team, and all the way down here somewhere, this person right here who owns this matrix brings in this person in this number 3 spot. Now, I call it number 3 because look, this is number 1, this is number 2, and this is number 3 when you're looking at a 2x2 matrix. Okay. So this person brings in this person right here in the number 3 spot. When that happens, 20% of the cell that came in right here is going to be split between these 7 people. It's going to skip you, right? It's going to skip you. It's going to go directly over your sponsor. So if this would be you, hypothetically, well, you're number 7. Okay. I'm sorry. Back up for a second. You're already all the way up here. I don't want to confuse you. This person came in all the way down here. So you may or may not even know who these people are. So let's just say hypothetically they come in at the lowest package, which is 1,000 Tron. 20% of that would be 200 Tron. Those 200 Tron are going to be split between these 7 people right here. Now you're at the top, and I want you to think about this for a second, okay? Because even though we have number 7 listed right here, this is actually 1 level, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's actually paying 10 levels deep. You do not know these people most likely, but you have the ability to get earned every single time there's a sell made in from anyone in your organization there. So folks, let's take a look at it a little bit closer. Number 1, here are the payouts. Okay. So level 1 is going to pay you 4%. Level 2 and 3 are going to pay you 2%. That's 2% of the 20%, right? Level 4 is going to pay 4%, level 5, 2%, level 6, 2%, and level 7, 4%. So what I want to do for the sake of time is I'm going to go to the next page here, and we're going to break down some of these numbers for you just really quickly. On this first column, this is showing that you can see this says 20%. So what we've done here is we've only taken 4 of the 16 packages because there's no way I can list out 16 packages here and go over them with you. So what you're looking at here is this first column shows 200 Tron. You might be saying, well, what you said it was 1,000. It's 20% of 1,000, 20% of 2,000, 20% of 75,000, and 20% of 100,000. These are our top 2 packages. These are our 2 bottom packages, okay? And as you can see, these first 3 levels, you can see that it doesn't pay anything. Now, if you go back here, all right, let me get back here. If you go back here, the reason why it's showing that is because this is level 1, level 2, and level 3. There's nothing earned. But these 7 levels, they are, okay? So again, I want to remind you, the best way for you to get a grasp of this is to check out the video I already made. But at the same time, I'm going to be making a new one with proper numbers so you can see it. So I'm not going to go all the way through these numbers, but here's what you've got to get. If you can get this one thing before you leave here tonight, you may not be able to sleep. Every single time you cycle on a 2x2 matrix, you're going to open up a brand new matrix. And what that does is it gives you 2,046 more opportunities for you to earn a commission from people that are going to fall underneath you. if you've ever heard of spillover, which by the way, I almost hate that word because I think it's overused and I think people oversell it. But I'm going to tell you something. When you think about spillover of a 2x2 matrix, people get excited about that, right? There's a lot of scarcity. Anytime a company launches with a 2x2, people fly in because they want that spillover. Imagine instead of just having 6 spaces where there can be spillover, having 2,046. Are you starting to get this thing? It is insane. That is why the term velocity came about, because this moves with the speed of a 2x2, with the power of a unilevel, in a, I'm talking on steroids. If you've ever worked a binary, if you've ever worked a unilevel, I guarantee you, if you do the math on this, you're going to see that you will not find a compensation plan that is more powerful. That's a super bold statement, but I'm telling you, the math is so ridiculous, you can't even do it all. Okay. So let's get to the last bonus here, and then we're going to wrap this up. And then I'm going to do a little bit of training in the back office. Okay. What you're looking at right now is our crown bonus. We believe in a couple things here inside of the velocity contract. Number one, we want to take care of the leaders, right? The people who are out there making it happen, we want to make sure that they're taken care of. However, this contract was built for the masses. So regardless of what your current financial situation is, regardless of what your location is, with the exception of the United States, you have the ability to join, right? And we want to give everyone a chance to participate in this crown bonus. So here's the way it works. There's 5% of every sale that goes into the crown bonus. Now, this bonus is paid once a month, and I'm going to break it down for you here. But here's the way it works. Every calendar month, so we're in the month of July. For the month of July, the top 5 income earners in this month are going to split 3% of the 5%. They're going to split 3% of the total revenue that comes inside of Lion's Share. So let's just say hypothetically that we do, I don't know, let's say we do $1 million for easy numbers, okay? If you start to split that up, 3% of that, and split that between 5, you can start to see that the numbers get crazy. If we do it in Tron, which is a lot easier, let's say there's 10 million Tron that we bring in, right? 3% of that is 300,000. Split between 5 people, it starts to get insane, right? So here's the other thing, though. We also want to take care of the people. The people are the ones who are out there working as hard as they could, but maybe they don't have the contacts. Maybe they don't have the skill set yet. Whatever it is, they can't get out. They're not going to be in the top 5. That's the bottom line. But they're out there building their business. Anyone who makes 3 sales or more inside of our platform, you're going to be entered into a random drawing every single month where you're going to get to participate in 2%, split 2% of what's left of the 5% between 20 people. Folks, it's a way to help the ultra elite people who are making it happen. And by elite, I'm talking about performance, not their stature. Elite people who are making it happen, the top income earners, and also help those people that are just starting out, trying to get their business going, getting them a piece of the action. In my opinion, this is the best of both worlds, and it's absolutely awesome. I'm telling you, people are going to be fighting for that. Now, we also have ranks inside of our Velocity contract. These are it right here. You can be anywhere from an affiliate to a crown legend. I'm not going to go all the way through these, but just know this is based on your personal revenue that's generated inside of your personal, and then also the people that you personally refer. That's how we get to these numbers, and that'll be right there in your back office. So with that being said, let's talk about the packages. I told you that this is affordable to the masses, right? As you can see, this starts at 1,000 Tron, and it goes all the way up to 100,000 Tron. You can buy just 1,000 Tron. You can buy the 1,000, the 2,000. You can buy all 16 packages. We have people all across the board. This is what I always say. You have to do what's right for you and your family, right? Whatever your budget is, that's what you should come in at. Don't extend yourself, because you can always upgrade at any time. It is no problem to do that as you begin to earn. You can start to upgrade if you choose to do that. So these are the packages. It's very simple, right? Now, how do you get started? Well, number one, you need to have a Tron account, okay? Most of you may not know that. You need to have a Tron account, which sounds silly, right? But you do need to have one. It needs to be funded. You need to have whatever Tron that you want to start with, plus a little extra for energy. Energy is the cost that happens on the blockchain that we can't control, but there's energy in every single transaction you do. So get a Tron account, get it funded. The second thing is this, the third thing is this, you're going to get the link of the person who invited you inside of this platform. Okay. So you're going to grab their link. When you go to their link, you're going to automatically click the join now button. And when you do that, what you're going to join is what we call the L1 and the L2. That's part of our current Tron contract, the L1 and the L2. That's going to cost around I don't know, 11 to 12 US dollars is what it's going to cost you to buy the L1 and L2. As soon as you do that, you're going to be taken to a page that says, hey, congratulations on purchasing L1 and L2. Now you can purchase Velocity. And when you purchase Velocity, you are in. You get to participate in all of this stuff that we just talked about. So remember, with L1 and L2, you only have to buy the first 2 levels. Then you go to Velocity. You can buy all 16. You can buy one of them. It's completely up to you. Start earning every single day, instantly and directly through our comp plan, and also weekly through the passive side of it that is truly backed by a legitimate hedge fund, which is absolutely awesome. So what wallet do we recommend? We recommend TronLink, but here's the deal. You can use any D-app wallet that you want. It's completely up to you. We recommend TronLink because it works on any device. If you want to work on your computer, your phone, totally up to you. Now, so I want to talk really quickly just about the difference of what you're going to get here inside of Lionshare Velocity versus any other smart contract out there. Number one, we are the first and truly the only true follow me matrix out there. Now, what does that mean? Well, here's the deal. Inside of our platform, anyone that you personally refer inside of our contract, they will always stay with you on every single package that you are in. Always, right? Now, most people don't realize this, but many of the biggest smart contracts out there, you actually lose your people. They break away. Whether people want to admit it or not, it's right there in the code. People break away from you. You do all the work to get them in, and then eventually they go follow someone else. Not inside of Lionshare. They always stay with you. Now, number two, there's no requirements to upgrade after you cycle. Many smart contracts, if you cycle on one level and don't upgrade to the next, your earning potential is done. That's not the way it works here. They actually block your earnings. We do not. We are the only smart contract that I know of that has the ability to adjust its prices, right? So if the price of Tron was to fly up, then we can adjust it down. If it was to go way down, we can adjust it up. We're always going to make this affordable to the masses, and we have the ability to do that very easily inside of our smart contract technology. Now, you can do business in any country that allows you to have a Tron wallet except for the United States. If you come to our website from a US IP address, you are going to be blocked, okay? So it's not available in the US, just so you know that. Now, the potential to earn without referring others is obviously the new component of Velocity that separates us from the rest of the pack. When you add that with our compensation plan, I'm telling you, we're second to none. So I want you to get back with whoever sent you here today. And I can't stress this enough, and this is not a sales pitch. You can do what you want. You are one of the very first people in the world to know about this. I'm telling you right now. But I guarantee you this. You look at what we do 3 weeks from now, a month from now, you're going to be in complete shock, and you're also going to be in full of regret that you didn't get on this bandwagon, because the potential what you can do here by locking arms with the right people, getting in the right group, I'm telling you, it could be phenomenal for you and your family. And that's what we're looking to do. So that concludes this part of the presentation. Now, what I'm going to do right now is I'm actually going to go in here to the back office, and I'm going to show you guys like some of the things that maybe you did not see before. Now, as I told you, I tried my best to set up an account before I got started here. It looks like I'm in. So let me do one thing. I have to upgrade to Velocity really quick. So if you guys can give me 2 seconds, I bought L1 and bought L2, but I haven't bought Velocity yet. So I'm going to do that right now. And let's see how long it's going to take me to get in this contract. And I'm going to show you. The reason why I want to be in a paid account is because there's certain things that you can see inside a paid account that you cannot see in an unpaid account. So I'm actually in. It went that quick. I actually did it with you guys sitting right here. So give me 1 second, all right? I'm going to share this with you. Now, before I get started here, I want to see if you guys can help me participate just a little bit. Give me a number 7. Give me a number 7 if you can see my screen right now, if you can see my back office. All right, Rudy, thank you. Jen, thank you. Bobby, thank you. Y'all, thank you so much. All right, we got it. So here's the deal. What I'm going to do right now for you is I'm going to do just a little back office training, because I'm telling you right now, I think that there's probably some things in here that you didn't know are here. And I'm going to walk through what some of these processes are and how it's going to look inside of your back office. So right now, I am in the Velocity portion of the back office. So as soon as you come in and buy L1 and L2, it's going to ask you if you want to participate in Velocity. As soon as you purchase that, you're going to end up on this page right here. This is called your dashboard, okay? Now, We're going to go through this. I'm not going to go through everything, but I'm going to go through what I consider the important things, right? On the left side here, this is where you're going to be able to track all of your earnings. Okay. It's going to tell you the amount of Tron that you've earned. We also put it in USD equivalent. So if you ever look in here and let's say that you look today and let's say your account said that you were at $1,000 and then you looked a little bit later and it's at $980, you're like, oh my gosh, I lost $20. How did that happen? It's because we're basing that off the price of Tron. Okay. So just know that if you're looking at USD equivalent, just make sure you understand that that moves with the market. Number two, your affiliate link is right here. This is the link that you are going to share with other people right here. This link right here, your affiliate link. I think most people know that, but just want to make sure. Now, you can also see the wallet that is attached to your account. So if I went right here and I clicked Tron Scan, it's going to take me to Tron Scan and you can actually see exactly what is going on there. Okay. Now, in addition to that, if we scroll down here, you can see the statistics of our smart contract. Now, you can see that what is totally earned today is 2.7 million. Now, I want to be clear on something, okay? I think some of you may assume that every single sale that comes in here, we're counting 100% into this. No, this is only 40% of the number. We're talking about just the amount of earnings. And in fact, it's less than that because the crown bonus is not included in that. That's 5% that's not even included in it, right? So you're really looking at 35% of the total volume that we've done today. So just wanted you to know that as we go through here. Now, here is what the breakdown is on when you look at this right here. What this is showing is your 2x2 matrix. And as you can see, I have nobody in here right now. I've not referred anyone. I just set this account up. But as I refer people into this, you will start to see people fill in these positions. If it is a blue, as you can see here, if it is blue, that means I personally referred them. If it's this, I don't know what color that would be considered, like pinkish, mauve, maybe. I don't know. That's overflow. What overflow means is that's called spillover. That's people that showed up in your matrix that you didn't actually put there. If you have someone that is purple that shows up, that means that they showed up in your matrix because you might be at a higher level than someone you personally referred or someone that they personally referred, and it passed up to you because they missed it, right? They missed it because they did not own the package. So just as you're looking at this, just make sure that you can see that type of information, all right? Pretty simple, pretty easy to understand. Now, also, if you're getting started here, if you go right here to show all levels, you can see that we actually have 16 different levels that you can buy from. They start at 1,000, they go all the way up to 100,000. You can buy these in order right here. I could just go right here to buy now. And I don't know, let me see here. Let's just see if I have insufficient funds. Too bad. That's too bad. Well, I didn't put very much Tron in that account. It's a dummy account. So I can't buy that right now, but you can see all I would have to do is hit buy and it would automatically do it because it's linked to my wallet. Okay. So let's go ahead here. We're on the Velocity dashboard. What I want to go to right now is I want to go to growth earnings really quickly. And I want to show you how this is going to work. Okay. As you can see, there's no statistics available right this second because it's processing. My account is processing. So you guys aren't going to be able to see this yet. We'll check back in just a second on that. But as you can see here, what this is indicating right here, this right here, just so you all know, amount in trading, this is the total amount in the lion's share trading fund. So all the funds that have been entered in today are already in the trading account. That's what you're looking at. You're looking at the Velocity fund there, the trading fund. So it's not obviously not my account. Your account would be right here, just so you know. You're going to see your amount right here. Mine's zero because nothing's been put in there. Remember, during the onboarding period, I don't have anything in trading. So those 14 days, you may not see anything here, but as soon as you're in after that onboarding period, you'll be ready to go. Okay. So a couple other things here. I'm going to go to information and I want to go to transactions. And I wish I had more transactions. I'm going to have to do better to set up this account for so you guys can see some stuff. But when you come in here and you look at this, every single transaction that comes into your business is going to show here. It's going to show the type. The type would be, is it a purchase? Is it a pass up that you received, meaning that, someone passed that up? Did someone lose a sell? Is it a brand new sell? Is it overflow? Did it come from a cycle? Did it come from a re-entry? All these are going to show right here, okay? It'll show the date. It will show the person that you actually are hooked up to. It'll show the hash. Everything is like so transparent. You're not going to believe the statistics inside of this back excuse me, this back office, it's going to blow your mind. The platform's obviously going to be Velocity, and the amount of money or the amount of Tron will show up here, both in Tron and US dollar. You will see both. Okay. So I'm telling you, if you can get with your sponsor, whoever sent you here tonight, look at their back office, you're going to be shocked at some of this. And I actually might have another back office that I can log into and we can see some of these pass ups and stuff like that. Okay. Now, we also have sales statistics, personal downline. So anyone that you personally refer will show up right here. This is all easy stuff. We have a leaderboard. Okay. If you go to the leaderboard, we have an all-time leaderboard. So I'm just going to click on that really quick. You can see we have our top income earner, 764,000. But if we just go to the last 30 days, and really we're talking about the last few days, you can see the type of income that people have earned in the very first day. These are pretty good numbers, right? You can see their ID. So right now, if you're ever wanting to know, hey, where do I stand in the top 5 of income earners? Where do I stand? Am I going to be able to get that bonus? You need to be in this top 5. This is the number that you want to look at right here. You need to be in these top 5 to get 3%, split 3% with the top 5 for that crown bonus, just so you know. Now, the other leader bonus is called the crown bonus. What we're looking at here is remember, anyone that makes 3 sales or more is going to be entered into this right here, this drawing where we choose 20 names. And out of those 20 names, you will split 2% of the revenue. So anytime you want to look to see what your sales look like, if you're on this list, you can go through here and take a look. It's pretty cool, right? Now, we also have this stuff right here. I'm not going to go through that tonight. You can check that out on your own. If you're wondering what our token is, we did create a utility token back in March of last year. It has no value except for in Lionshare. And what I mean by value, we do things like send out surveys and things like that. This is a community effort. So how we got to this point with Velocity, just so you know, is we took a survey and a significant portion of people said, look, we want something that has a passive component to it. But the only way we were willing to do that is to make sure that it was legit. Okay. So if you go here on account, you can see all these details. I can see my rank, which my rank is basically I'm an affiliate. I'm at the lowest rank. If you click on view all ranks, it'll break down exactly what all the ranks are and tell you exactly what those look like. So you can see that. If you scroll down here, it's going to show you when you actually hit that rank and the amount of, and it also shows you a progress to your next rank. I'm at 0%. Folks, I think our developers did an amazing job with this back office. And I know, like, I can't take any credit for it. They did it. I mean, obviously we talked about what we wanted, but they did amazing stuff. If you want to see your affiliate details, you can go down here. You can actually put your name out there if you want. I know some people like this to be completely, anonymous, but if you want to, you can put your name there and people will actually be able to see it on your website, just so you know. Most of you may not have known that. So I'm going to go back here to this. If you need support is handled through Telegram. I'm not going to click that because it's going to take me to Telegram. If you click that, it'll take you directly to our support, and then obviously you can log out. Okay. So with that being said, let me go back here. I just want to go to the Velocity dashboard one more time. And I want to remind y'all, okay, your Velocity bonus as it comes up, this is going to show both all your commissions. When you come in here from the comp plan, this will show you your earnings, okay? Here on the right side, you're going to see your growth bonus, which is not going to have anything right now because there's no growth bonus to have because we just launched this. So for the first 14 days, it will be the onboarding period, okay? So that's why you see that. So one thing I do want to point out, just so there's no confusion here, okay? We have a Tron contract. The L1 and L2 that you bought is our Tron contract, okay? So you can see when I clicked office here, it took me to this back office right here, which is our L1 and L2 and L3. These are the first contracts that we set up. Now, if I want to get back to Velocity, I can just click right here. You can see looking for Velocity, or I can go to right here and just go to dashboard. This looks the exact same on your mobile device. It is 100% adaptable to a mobile device. Okay, so if you want to use your mobile device, you can do that. So folks, that is the back office in a nutshell. I wanted to be able to do this under an hour. It looks like I was able to achieve it. So I'm going to stop sharing for just a second. I'm sorry, my voice is like almost gone here. I apologize for that. So listen, here's what I want to end this with. Okay, first of all, I want to tell you guys, thank you so much for an amazing launch. I know that if you look at our numbers, I mean, having 1,000 or 1,200 people in the first day, looking at other smart contracts out there, you might be like, oh man, that's kind of weak. Look, our last contract we did, I don't know, 20 something thousand, 30,000 people in the first couple of days. This was a very soft launch. And the reason why I'm telling you that is because you are in a position right now to be one of the very first people in the world. And I can assure you that if you knew the people that were here and you understood how powerful this is, you would already be in the door. You would be off this call. You would already be signing up because it's going to be that exciting. Now, on top of all this stuff that we're doing, so we did the overview call. I just did the back office training. We will be doing marketing trainings. I will have leaders out here who are helping me, people that have had success in the industry. And I say this all the time. If you are new to getting in this business and you're looking to become that leader, I don't think there's a better place than Lionshare. I look for people who are looking to step up, those who are ethical, those who are legit, who want to have a role inside of what we're doing. Reach out to me and let's see how you can possibly fit into it. Okay. That's what I do. This is a community. This is not my company. This is a smart contract. There is no CEO. There is no owner. This is a smart contract. It is the participants, right? I happen to be the face right now, but I love for people to join and come out here. So just watch. We will have people coming out and you'll get to hear from some other people as well. But we're going to absolutely rock this thing and we are going to shatter some records. Just wait and see. So I want to tell y'all, thank you so much for taking the time to come out here. I truly appreciate it. It's great to see everybody's face. When you guys come out here, turn your cameras on. I want to see your face. Andrea, nice to see you. I think I said Andrea. Maybe I said that the wrong way. It's great. There you are. Yeah, Andrea's right. Okay. It's great to see you guys. I love seeing the cameras. So when y'all come out here, share it. Aaron, good to see you, man. So I love seeing Frederick waving. What's up, man? It's good to see you guys. I really appreciate it. There's Rudy looking strong. So if you guys want to come out here, share your cameras. We want this to be a community situation. Half of us are still stuck at home. This is a great opportunity to come out and see each other's face and be part of something. And we can do it through this Zoom. So I will not be the only face, the only person out here talking. We're looking for people that are going to step up. So for those who believed in what we're doing, was able to see exactly what's going on here, we're going to change some lives. So let's take it to the next level. Thank you all so much for coming out here tonight. I hope you all have a great evening. Let's go Velocity, go Lionshare. Y'all take it easy. Bye-bye.